Timing of the Wall Street Journal is certainly interesting, and it coincides with the release of Vice's new Vince McMahon documentary. The doc, The 9 Lives of Vince McMahon, released last night, but only after Vice gave fans a glimpse of it on Twitter. For many, the idea of McMahon returning to WWE seems impossible, but to be fair, we all thought for years that the workaholic chairman retiring from his own company was also impossible. If 2022 has taught us one thing, is that anything can truly happen in the world of professional wrestling. And do you think McMahon will return to WWE? Let us know in the comments. Vince McMahon may be getting his best business suit ready and practicing his iconic walk for the mother of all comebacks, but the former chairman has a much bigger issue that he should be focusing on. It was in June that it was discovered that the 77-year-old secretly paid $3 million as a hush money deal to a departing employee, and an investigation immediately followed. All of this resulted in McMahon being forced to step down as chairman of WWE, and now McMahon is facing even more lawsuits from women he allegedly assaulted. In the recent Wall Street Journal article, they report on a letter from the lawyer of former WWE referee Rita Chatterton, who is seeking $11.75 million in damages from her former boss. In a November 3rd demand letter to Mr. McMahon's representative, a lawyer for former wrestling referee Rita Chatterton asked for $11.75 million in damages after she publicly accused Mr. McMahon 3 decades ago of raping her in a limousine. Mr. McMahon has long since denied the allegations. The demand letter was reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. Chatterton's lawyer, Mr. John Clune, writes in the letter that his client has passed a polygraph test and that multiple sources have corroborated her account, confirming she informed their sources about the alleged sexual assault. While many believe Chatterton's claims, John Wisniewski, better known to you and me as Greg the Hammer Valentine, is not buying what the first female WWE referee is saying. When speaking to the Journal, Valentine said that Chatterton disclosed the allegations in the 1980s when the two were sharing a marijuana cigarette in a Marriott hotel parking lot in Albany, New York. Asked if he believes her claims, Valentine said he does not, but because he believes that Chatterton, neither then nor now, was attractive enough for McMahon to assault. Leonard Inzatari, who went to wrestling school with Miss Chatterton, said in a magazine interview earlier this year that the referee was shaking and crying as she recounted the alleged assault in 1986 as they stood outside the ring before a 1986 WWF event. When approached by the Journal, Inzatari said that he stands by his comments earlier this year and believes her allegations against the billionaire. After the recent investigation into McMahon concluded, it was determined that $12 million in hush money had been paid to multiple women over 2 decades, which proved to be the final straw in his career. As if that staggering amount wasn't bad enough, an additional $5 million of unrecorded expenses were linked to Vince McMahon. McMahon may have more than enough to spend on these scandals. He could soon be down close to $12 million, and we'll keep following Chatterton's demands against the ex-CEO.